Hi, everybody, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 2 of Power Networking Media's weekly feature program, Spotlight on Small Business. I'm your host, Moshe Klein. Spotlight on Small Business introduces you to successful small business owners who share content and information that you don't want to miss. Today, I'm thrilled to welcome my friend and networking partner, attorney Claudia Badillo from the Badillo Law Group. Claudia, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
It's a pleasure. Claudia, we don't have a lot of time, so let me just jump right into it. You know, you and I have been practicing, me as an accountant and you as a bankruptcy attorney for many years, and we went through the 2008 recession. It was terrible, but I must be honest with you, I've never seen anything quite like this before in my professional lifetime. I think the people hardest hit are blue collar workers and small business owners. What are you seeing from your vantage point, Claudia?
I completely agree, Moshe. Usually when people come to me in financial distress, it's because perhaps a life event has happened. You know, someone has lost their job and or somebody is sick in the family. But right now, everybody is losing their job. So this is a very unique time. So I'm seeing a lot of just regular blue collar workers, restaurant workers. I have never had so many service workers come to me without a paycheck: waiters, waitresses, busboys. And then, of course, we have business owners, and business owners have been suffering greatly as well because they don't have, a lot of times they don't have that cushion of savings to keep them afloat, and they operate on such thin profit margins that if you take away a restaurant's ability to be open for 1 week and serve food, it could be a financial catastrophe. So it's very unfortunate, but I've never seen anything like this either.
So very true. I agree. And that's what I'm seeing as well. One of the things that you and I would agree on is that this time around in this recession, we are seeing the government coming to the rescue, so to speak, in a number of meaningful ways that didn't happen in 2008 and 9. Those are the moratoriums, or sort of the hitting the brakes a little bit on evictions, foreclosures, and repossessions. And that's a good thing. But you and I both understand, Claudia, that at some point in time soon, they're going to have to face the music, and all of those months of rent payments and mortgage payments that were missed, or car payments, are going to have to be addressed. Claudia, as a successful bankruptcy attorney working with so many hundreds upon hundreds of clients over the years, what are some of the warning signs that folks should look out for, and how should they know when it's time to make a phone call to somebody like you for some guidance and advice?
Well, that's a great question, Moshe, because unfortunately, most people wait until the very last minute. So I have people calling me on the eve of a sheriff's sale. They haven't made a mortgage payment in 11 or 12 months, and their house is going to be sold on Monday. So although I can still help in that situation, it's a bit too late, right? Because you're so far behind. So I like to tell people that the moment you start feeling that financial stress and you start dipping into a savings account, uh, only making minimum payments on credit cards, and you're not getting ahead, that's when you should really sit down, make a nice spreadsheet of your debt, all of your balances, all of the payments each month, do a nice budget that not enough people do in this country. And if you realize that you're just never going to get out of this debt, that's the time to call someone. It's really important to try to call someone early because credit card companies will sue you. They will garnish your wages. They'll put a lien on your bank account. So will the government, the IRS. So I always tell people to not wait until it seems like it's too late. Once you have those wages garnished and you have a levy or a lien on your bank account, you can't access your paycheck at work. You can't pay your bills. So I tell people to try to get ahead of it. Although, of course, at any point, if you were to call me, I can still help. It's just a little bit easier if you call a professional before everything's already really affected your life negatively. Also, stress and anxiety are important. If you start getting to the point where you are stressed out and anxious and you can't sleep and you're upset and it's affecting your family, that's a great time to call an expert as well.
Claudia, believe it or not, we're almost out of time. Let me just ask you to confirm in a few seconds that we have left that there are many more options and opportunities for somebody who reaches out to somebody like you for guidance and advice, and either alone or in partnership with you, reach out to the mortgage company together early on when the warning signs that you just described are there. There are so many opportunities to work things out before it comes to a foreclosure or, God forbid, a bankruptcy. Isn't that true, Claudia?
Absolutely, especially in this time because we've had so many government interventions. We've had the CARES Act. There's a new, I think it's called the, I don't know the exact name, but it's another act that was just introduced that's even extending the moratoriums even further for mortgage forbearances and for rent. So we are seeing relief, which is very helpful. I'm just really curious and a bit anxious to see when the relief will end and what will happen next. So,
Well, Claudia, we are out of time and we're going to have to leave it there. We'll have to have you back again as a guest on the show. You're always a wealth of knowledge and information. But Claudia, real quickly, if any of our viewers do have some questions for you, how can they reach out to you directly for a free and confidential consultation?
so you can reach out to me directly on my website. You can go to my website, which is my last name, badillolawyer.com. That's BADILLO lawyer.com. And all my contact information is there. I am in the Chicagoland area. And the nice thing is that we're doing most appointments virtually. So it just takes a phone call.
That's awesome. And of course, they can connect with you through Power Networking Team, where you join us regularly every Thursday morning in our Chicago metro area Zoom networking events. So once again, Attorney Claudia Badillo from the Badillo Law Group, thank you again for taking time out of your busy day to be a guest on Spotlight on Small Business. If any of our viewers would like to be a guest on Spotlight, just send an email to team@powernetworkingteam.com. And remember to tune in every week for a new episode of Spotlight on Small Business. You and your small business will be glad that you did. Until then, good luck and good networking, everyone.